we go. How's it going there, Phoenix?
Excellent. How are you?
Well, I'm excited and nervous, Anytime the Matrix camera starts to capture my face, I'm like, it's imprinted forever. Uh, but I'm super stoked to actually start to step more into this uh, act of being and sharing things that have been really impactful for me. So I'm super stoked to be on the call with you.
Me too.
So we're sharing today about this upcoming event on Saturday called Doing Well While Doing Good. And it's October 12th at 9 o'clock Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an event that I've been to. And really, it's for people who, it's for everybody, to be honest. Like, I can't think of anybody it's not really for. But specifically, it's for people who are feeling really at a moment that they're like really done with their 9 to 5 job. They're maybe even, quit their 9 to 5 already, but now they're broke. And, or they're just generally unhappy and not finding satisfaction with the way that they've been going about this process of how they do well, i.e., making money, and they want to realign to actually doing something that really resonates with their heart and brings them into a space that also puts money in their pocket so that they can continue to do this and to share their gifts. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, we did this once before, and then in April was our second iteration of this, and it was just such an unbelievably impactful environment to be in. It was literally people just being able to open their hearts wide as could be and find the gift that they were put here on this planet to give, and then be able to share that gift literally by the end of the event with people, and already starting to receive for giving that gift. And for me to witness that, it was just absolutely beautiful, because it was people that had never had their own business before, been terrified to start, didn't know where to start, overwhelmed, all of these things. And to literally be making offers by the end of the event, it was incredible.
Yeah, I remember like I think one of the most, it's all powerful, but the event itself, the container, it's like the whole setup and breakthrough to get there as well. It's not just like, okay, here you're gonna do it. It's like, okay, what stands in your way? And
Mm.
then let's get that out of the way by actually participating and getting in the space. And I've now been to, I don't know, a lot of Earthwaking events. The Remember Experience and uh, what's the one before that one called?
Awaken Life Live.
That's right, Awaken Life Live. I've been to two. I'm going on three Remember Experiences, and the thing that always really resonates a lot with me is it's not just talk. Right? We're not just talking about it. It's like, all right, we're actually going to get the energy there. We're going to get people into a vulnerable space, but like in this secure kind of environment where people feel comfortable to go to those spaces, and then they kind of identify like the thing that's been holding you back, and then it's like, okay, here's your opportunity to break through. It's like this moment is your chance. And what's really beautiful is it doesn't necessarily take everyone to do that. It just takes like that one person that's like, okay, I can do it. And then one person steps up and it's like breaks the energetic field, and everybody can actually break through just by being there. They don't have to do the process. They're like, oh, actually, whoa, I see it. And that part for me is impactful in every one of the events. It's like when I just show up, I don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to be the person that's, shedding everything and bearing everything. It's like, I just there and I receive from participating. And that's been so powerful for me.
Yeah, it is an incredibly powerful space, because most of the time people won't start this for some kind of limiting belief, some kind of fear that they're not going to be able to accomplish their goals, that they're, not good enough, not going to be able to make enough money to doing these things and support themselves. There's just any number of limiting beliefs that are standing in your way of of actually breaking through, like you said, that barrier of being able to thrive giving your gift to this world.
Mhm.
And that's what this event is for, is to literally reframe your entire mindset around money, about service, about giving, about receiving, about, yeah, about not being able to receive enough in order to support yourself by doing these things, by doing good in the world. We've been programmed, to go support McDonald's and all these things that are actually, killing us slowly. And instead, teachers and all of these other teachers and clergy members are scraping the bottom of the barrel. The folks that do good out in this world aren't living an abundant life. And this is a complete reversal to that, how to live a fully abundant life.
Yeah, it went so deep in different levels. I remember one thing that's coming to my mind right now is like for me, one of the blocks was about like selling, like, getting a
Mhm.
price and asking for money. And, I came from this like, well, I'm just going to give everything away because money's, it's evil, or it has this, energy to it, or it corrupts people, or whatever stories I had. And just like how that energy like would make me feel. And one of the things that was so impactful was lining up this like understanding that, well, there was multiple folds, but one was the investment part, like when people where a man's treasure lies, so lies his heart, like that part, and seeing that when people actually, you know put something in, they're actually fully in the space. That was like one part. But then the other part was actually really believing and seeing that what I had ultimate value for exactly where they're at. That many people would really like pay anything to be able to get past some of the things that they're experiencing. And kind of those two things have really anchored in with me as well. Like uh, other people, and I'm like, I'll give you the spark, but if you really want to go, like, you're gonna have to come into it with something that really commits you to the experience. And yeah, that's something that really stuck with me. Mm.
Yeah, you get out what you put in. And if you have no skin in the game and no commitment there, there's not really very much motivation to follow through on what you say. And so yeah, we encourage people to uh put their money where their values are and invest in themselves and commit to themselves in this journey of growth and transformation and of receiving, forgiving, and it's life changing.
Will you say that again? Receiving, forgiving,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
receiving, forgiving.
Yeah, most people are giving things to get things.
Yeah.
Instead, you're receiving by giving, and it changes the whole ball game because you're not waiting to get anything. You've given your gift, and it's receiving this. This is a gift that we love to give people, and the best thing that you can ever do for someone who wants to give you a gift is receive it fully. And so by receiving it, you are giving a gift to us.
It was it was bringing me into this space where I was thinking, back to kind of that limited belief of, oh, I don't have enough money. And like putting myself in like where a common story that I've been is like, I want to do this thing but I don't have enough money. And it just reminded me of how much admiration I had for Earthwaking. It's like, yes, this is true, and they make it so accessible that it can't be an excuse, right?
Yeah.
The When I first came, I don't know. We'll talk a little bit later. But when I first came, it's like, here's the suggested donation, 222, but we'll take $5. I was like, okay, well, that excuse doesn't work anymore. Like, I can't be like, oh no, I don't have enough money, and I mean, I got $5. Like, I personally, I love that accessibility bridge to like be able to really step people into the reality where it can remove all excuses. Like that's so admirable to me. It really resonated a lot to my heart space, and I also see the value and the importance of making the transition. But I also loved like meeting people where they're at and making that hand up. Like that was really awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so we've extended that opportunity this time as well. We've made it a pick your own donation amount to attend this event. So if you share your own personal link, it's going to be benefiting nomadic communities. And so you can know that you're already doing good while doing well.
Well, that's right. You can, anybody watching this, you'll check out the link below. You'll see the link so you can join this Doing Well While Doing Good on Saturday all day. And my there's going to be an awesome offering in the activity as well. And I took the offer last time, and it brought me through like a whole aftercare activity where after this 12-hour day there was several weeks of classes and direction and guidance and videos to kind of take that spark and guide me through the getting through any blockages to crystallize what my offerings were in the thing, which I personally, came up or channeled or was gifted this dragon dreaming, and it's something that actually I'm still doing. I have a gentleman I'm doing with right now that it's birthing several retreats, and another gentleman that's doing whole system design, and it's really um, it's really enriched my life quite a bit to see how to do well while doing good. But the doing good part, that's the part that's really awesome. Like doing well is great. Doing good, it just feels so great to be of service and to be able to connect with so many people that are like so close. Like really it's extended where a lot of the things that I learned in the course, I'm offering those, right? And getting people connected in that way. Um, and I remember one of the beautiful things about it, and I'm sure it's probably going to come up in this next one, is the space itself turns into the experience. And so when we were on the calls, we were like, okay, at the end of the call, everybody's making their offer, and everybody here is going to like participate in it with. And so that kind of turned into like an exchange right there, where you didn't have to go find the first people you were going to do it with. Like people
Mhm.
on the call were like, okay, I'll sign up. I'll see you on Tuesday, and it just started happening. And then anything about thinking you need practice or whatever, you were already in the call with the people, so you already felt connected to them. Already went through the same thing, so there was no like stranger energy or new energy. It's like, oh no, actually, they know exactly where we're coming from. So it was like team supporting team kind of energy. It was really awesome.
Yes, it is definitely a supportive and nurturing environment. Just everybody wants everybody to win. And that's one of the beautiful things about this. Like you said, everybody's supporting everybody.
Mm. And now we're, like I said, 6 months out, and so I'm looking at all the people that I saw on the call, and I'm seeing them all with these finished offers that they've been doing for a while.
Mhm.
And anybody watching this, Earthwaking Village is a village I'm actually about to go visit, and they're on the same mission as nomadic communities, like villages around the world that are holistic, heart-centered, God-centered, and really bringing the truth into the environment. And the space there is just, I mean, it's just wonderful. And there was this whole aspect, and for me in my journey, it's like when we bring people in a community, how do we actually not all become dependent on each other, where now there's like a funneled finance where like, oh, we all have to have a job together and do one thing. And this channel came down, it's like, wait, we all have gifts, and when we master our gifts, we reach out into the world, and we each have like financial independence. And now that weird codependency, like, oh, I need you to work so I can make money, that completely disappears. And so with nomadic communities, it's also like the same energy. It's like in a village, each person has to master their gift, and that mastery gives them sovereignty in that energetic sense, so that they can work with each other without that codependent financial need. And that's quite like super amazing to see, not only to watch it be birthed, but now to be like 6 months later and to see and watch the Peter's thing come out, your thing come out, and to watch you guys go through the first iterations. And I've even had enough time to work with a couple people that they've had their first, their master classes, their first events are coming, and I've been able to attend their classes, which I think that's the coolest part too, is like when you really get to see the depth of each person's gift, like it's super powerful. And that is like, man, it was so great to be in. I wish it was Krista's class, like to see her step into like her core, her gift, and to be able to. There was a mother and a daughter on the call, and there's just like this intergenerational healing happening. She's holding space for it, and I'm just like sitting there, like just like witnessing this door open in my heart for the same thing to happen in my life, and it's all nested in one. I was a little out there, but that was what happened with me. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And it has just grown and evolved since, and gotten so much more refined and so much more value added to it. Like, I mean, it was already so much before, and now having had 6 months, and so many more things have developed since then. And it's just, I really hope that you will do yourself the favor of attending, planning to attend the full day. It's 12 hours. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, oh my gosh, why would I sit on Zoom for 12 hours? You are so worth it. This is literally life changing. You're going to come there one person and you're going to leave a different person. And it's with a whole new outlook on what it means to be abundant, what it means to have, like you were saying, financial freedom and independence in that way, so that you can become, you got to get to independence first so that you can then become interdependent. And so that's what this is showing. It's like this web is just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's all depending, each piece depends on the other one. And it's like just beautiful to witness the growth in everybody, and the leadership, and people just stepping up. And it's not something that I don't want to make it intimidating or scary. Like, it's just so easy to start. This makes it so easy to start. Just come, even if we call it a mess to message, even if you're still smack in the middle of the mess, it's still perfect for you.
Yeah, the mess to message is so powerful. I think the 12-hour day, like, people hear that, but I mean, I've been to it, and it's smooth, it's chill, like it's engaging, it's entertaining, it's fun, it's deep, it's transformative. Like at the end of the call, actually, I can't remember, there was like more than 50 people there, and we stayed an extra hour and a half from there because nobody wanted to get off the call, and everybody was so supercharged. They were just like, this is amazing. So if you have any hesitation about it, like just show up. Like, number one, once you show up, like you won't leave. Like I think there was like two people out of the 60 people left at the end of the call, and everybody else, 55, 58 people, stayed an extra hour and a half. So it was super, super awesome. So yeah, let's just talk about how they get there. How they get there is they click the link, they sign up. Is there a suggested donation?
It's a minimum donation of $5, and we're allowing you to choose whatever amount feels right for you. Like I said, we don't want this to be a hindrance to people, and at the same time, you're getting out what you put in. So if you want to really inspire and motivate yourself, I encourage you to do like a 197 is typically what we would charge for a 12-hour event like that, and you can do anywhere in between.
Awesome. And you can do more, right? Like
And you can do more, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's awesome. So no excuses, right? You don't got $5, like send me a message and I'll give you $5. Like, you don't got no excuse not to get there. If you're already like to this point of the video, it means that you're meant to be there. Like
Yes.
if you're the person watching this, see you there on Saturday, right?
Amen.
And that's just the first piece. From there, there's a whole journey that sparks off to really carry what's going to happen Saturday into fruition, and
Mhm.
a whole team of people to back you up, and a whole team of people that have been through it that you can look at to be like, this is where I'm going. To know
Mhm.
that this is what John calls a proven recipe. This isn't like an experiment. This recipe is going to work. All you have to do is participate, give it your all, not give up, and you're going to get to the destination.
Exactly. I was intimidated to start on my I've had my own business before, like many, many years ago. Wow, over like a decade now. If I sat down and thought about it, but I was intimidated to start again. And because there are so many parts, it's just like, oh my gosh, marketing and website and this and that and technical this and credit card this and blah, 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 blah. And there's just so many parts when people just want to be able to concentrate on giving their gift. And that's what this allows you to do. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I literally came to one of these meetings and I was just like, okay, guys, these are the pieces of the puzzle I got. This is what I want to give to the world. Assist me. And literally within a week, I had a website, I had my masterclass ready, and I had people signed up. That's literally what happened for me. And it's can be that fast for you too. Like again, if you don't know what you want to do yet, it probably won't be, but that's what Peter is there to do. He literally has such a beautiful talent for helping people see what it is that they were put here to give. You know, all your experiences in your life up to this point have led to this moment. And yes, it might look messy or whatever, but it really is a message for someone else out there in your shoes. You know, if you could give yourself a message to yourself 10 years ago, there's several 10 years ago yous out there that would love to hear that message and save themselves 10 years of trouble. And so that's what this is all about. Your experience is valuable, you are valuable, your gift is valuable, and you will understand that. You will know, you will understand that. You will have a knowing of that by the end of those 12 hours.
And you'll have like a whole group of people that have a bunch of offers that, like, if you want to like dive deeper in any other realm, there's just so many different things that it opens you up to as well. And let's segue into, there's also a beyond the after event, which is this it's going to be a 6 week masterclass.
6 weeks. Mm-hmm.
And it's full jam packed. Like Phoenix said, it literally, you show up to it, and all the things that you're not good about or good with, those are where you have allies, and the allies are like, oh, no computers. Oh, you don't have to do computers now. You
Mm-hmm.
don't got any excuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're not sure what you need to do. Okay, let's sit in a session and crystallize what you're gonna do, and it's everything. Like it really, and just like you were saying, like it's like taking that first no excuses to come, but then you go to the next one and you're like, okay, now I have no excuses to do this, because anything I would make of an excuse, there's somebody there to be like, oh, here's either a hand holding, or here's the thing for you as a gift. You just take it and then you keep going. And it's a network of people who lift each other up. And it's like so impactful and meaningful. And it's one of the reasons I really love working with Earthwaking so much, and one of the reasons I'm going to Earthwaking all of November to spend time in the space. So
Yeah.
let's segue though into the bridge bucks, which on top of all that amazing things, there's like an even, can't call it better, but there's like super icing on the cake. And
Mm-hmm.
this comes into this transition to doing well while doing good. And that's this also knowing that the job that we normally have has us being part of this system that pays for wars and pays for a bunch of things that aren't really in alignment with us, and also maybe, probably most definitely, charges us a ridiculous amount of participation fee by taking our money and saying it's taxes. And this Bridgebucks dollar and the Bridgebucks account and the Bridgebuck economy is the ability for people that are doing this to step into a new economy by coming, as I believe, and correct me on anything that I'm saying, they come in as an affiliate of Earthwaking. Is it Earthwaking Ministries, right?
So Earthwaking Outreach is a 508c1a, which means legally we are separate. So church and state is separate in the United States. And so we have a 508. It's the same type of thing that most churches and faith-based organizations use. And that separates you out of the taxation system completely. And if you know in your heart that you're out there and you are meant to do good, paying taxes and, like you were saying, feeding into the war and the debt and the slavery system that exists is literally like, you can't be a good person and do that. You can't. It's like people are like, oh, you're a bad person for not paying your taxes. Well, actually, do you know what your taxes are going to? Did you ever stop and check? So I'm not saying do this to get out of paying taxes. I'm saying simply the fact, because you're stepping into instead a system of tithing, and tithing means that you're putting your first 10%, your best and first, towards something that you believe in, towards furthering missions, towards supporting other people in doing this. And we'll go into all of this during the call and make it very simple to understand. But basically, this is the first step of stepping out of that old world economy, that old debt system, because the whole financial system as it exists right now is literally based on debt. And so you can't be abundant with something that you literally just earning more IOUs. When you earn more dollar bills, you're earning more IOUs, paper statements. And so this is a way to step out of that. Yes, it is still tied to the dollar as a stable coin, but it's also tied to Nature Coin on the other side of the bridge. And the reason we're calling it bridge bucks is because not everybody's ready to full on step out of the matrix, full on step out of the old economy. Sometimes you still need to put gas in your car, and the gas station doesn't take digital currency yet. And so you still need those dollars to pay your rent or pay your cell phone bill. And, this is a transition time, like you mentioned. And so we're moving away slowly but surely. But should you need to come off of the bridge and go back into dollars, that's a possibility. And that's why it exists. But by signing our PMA, which is a private membership agreement to join our private membership association, which is under the umbrella of the 508, you then become an auxiliary of Earthwaking, which means you have all the benefits and all of the everything that Earthwaking has, including the separation of church and state. And so that's an avenue that you can explore and learn more about as well. And I promise you, it's not complicated. It's very, very simple, very easy. And by signing up for your own BridgeBucks account, you also get to become an affiliate of Earthwaking, so that when we have these events, you can send out your own links. And Jonathan England is our founder of Earthwaking University. He actually will give out anywhere between, the lowest I've ever seen it is 10%, and the highest I've ever seen it is 90. Any event that we do, you're able to spread the news, you're able to do well while doing good, and just simply share links as an affiliate of Earthwaking, and you can earn between 10 to 90% of whatever Earthwaking brings in, because we love it when people share the good news, share what we have to offer. And you guys are the ones doing our marketing for us, and we want to reward you for that. And so that's also a possibility as well. So even if you don't have your own mess and don't want to create your own message, you can simply share the Doing Well While Doing Good challenge, Off Grid Dream Life, Awaken Life Live, any of these events that we're having, and you can receive because of that.
Awesome. So many options. Mm, I think we covered all the things.
Yeah, I think we did it. I'm
Awesome.
excited. It's always an amazing group of people, and just the stories and the breakthroughs and the transformation and just literally witnessing it firsthand is worth it. And I mean, it's just I am so excited. I've already been through it twice, and I'm so excited to do it again. It's just
Awesome. Well, anybody watching and closing out this video, you can find all the links below to Doing Well While Doing Good. I'll even put the bridge bucks and some other Earthwaking links so you can check it out. And I hope you take this opportunity. Like I said before, if you're here at the very end, if you're hearing these words, like there's 100% reason for you to keep going and make a booking and be there on Saturday.
yes.
All right. Phoenix,
See you
thank you
there.
so much for your time. You enjoy your day. Much love.
Thank you. Bye.